It's most certainly tough to be the king, and it's even tougher when you got enemies like these. Here are 5 players that hate LeBron James. 1. Isaiah Stewart. During a game that put the Detroit Pistons up against the Lakers, Isaiah Stewart battled LeBron in a chase of a rebound. But in the heat of the action, LeBron James threw a nasty elbow at Isaiah's head. Stewart was enraged. He went straight at LeBron, which unsurprisingly prompted both teams to try to separate the brawl. It took 2 rosters to cool the conflict between James and Stewart. The Pistons center felt LBJ had intentionally attacked him. I watched the film. Me, personally, like I said, I didn't feel like it was an accident, but this is my last time addressing it. Isaiah Stewart. For his pursuit of vengeance, Isaiah was suspended for 2 games. LeBron, on the other hand, only received a single game ban. And the king maintained his innocence when questioned about the play. It wasn't intentional at all. I've never been that player. LeBron James. 2. Joakim Noah. Back in 2010, Joakim Noah was making a name for himself as a tenacious defender. Unfortunately for the Chicago Bulls, though, he had no answer when it came to the question of how to stop LeBron James. After James and the Cavaliers knocked the Windy City out of the playoffs, Joakim Noah made sure to let everyone know just how much he hates Cleveland. I stayed in my hotel room. It's pretty depressing out here. Not going out in Cleveland, man. Joakim Noah. The James versus Joe beef intensified over the next few years, and it never settled even when LeBron was winning championships with the Miami Heat. The duo would continue their clashes in 2014, when Akron's own made a sensational return to Noah's least favorite city. In Game 3 of a series against the Bulls, the King attempted to squash the beef by putting Noah on a poster. A monstrous dunk wasn't enough, though. James decided to talk some trash after the fact. That got it technical as a result. Noah's response was far from polite. You still a bitch, though. Joakim Noah. Time may heal all wounds, but we're sure there's still no love lost between these 2 ballers. 3. Lance Stephenson. Lance Stephenson was a playoff pest for the King in the early 2010s. By that, we mean that Stephenson tried every trick in the book to stop James from advancing to the next round. From flops to hard fouls, Lance took whatever chance he could. On one occasion, the Pacers guard resorted to blowing into LeBron's ear. Basketball fans around the world demanded an explanation for this bizarre behavior. Stephenson was apparently just doing his best. That guy's tough to guard, and you gotta bring your all, and that's what I did. Lance Stephenson. Sadly for Lance and his Indiana Pacers, even the most outrageous attempts to stop LeBron didn't work. And the end result was always Stephenson packing his bags and heading home. It's no wonder he loathes LeBron. 4. Paul Pierce. Another player that can boast about having many basketball battles with LeBron is former NBA champion and Finals MVP Paul Pierce. The forward and his Boston Celtics were top dogs, but that all came to an end once LeBron took his talents to South Beach and teamed up with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. Since retiring from the game, many have had issues with Pierce and the perceived jealousy he has of James. In Paul's mind, though, it's okay because LeBron is just that good when it comes to his territory. Some people just deserve more criticism than others, and when you're chasing the GOAT spot, you're going to get more criticism. And people act like Jordan didn't get criticism. Paul Pierce. And we can't argue with this one. Paul Pierce is the truth, after all. 5. Enes Kanter Freedom. Not every LeBron hater dislikes the man himself because of his unstoppable on-court dominance. Enes Kanter Freedom called out James for what he saw as selective social justice activism. LeBron claims that all Freedom is trying to do is gain some clout. He's trying to use my name to create an opportunity for himself, LeBron James. Enes did have his chance to air his grievances face to face, but instead, the big man chose to stay silent in the presence of the king. You don't make it to the top without making a few enemies, and as undeniably great as he is, LeBron James has earned himself an entire team of haters.